Hello and welcome back to Zielonka. This is pretty much exactly where we left off at the end of the last episode. The only difference with it now is that we do have the vegetables are still going, but I've decided that we are not going to harvest any more spuds until September. So I have left, you can actually see it in the distance there, you can see the potato harvester is just sat there. So this is a wheat field that I have accepted on as a contract. Now, we don't have to worry about getting any of the straw dealt with or any of the, I forgot it again what it's called when you blow it out the back here, but basically we don't need any straw, we don't need any chopped straw either, that's the term, I got it now, but we do want to get this contract done. The reason I'm doing this is because I am going to get rid of our harvester. Now, I should have only leased out a harvester to begin with, and this is technically leased, but it's a lease-to-own harvester. I have bought the header. We are going to lose some money on that, there's no question about it, but we are not going to get any more fees for the harvester. The only reason I'm doing this contract in the first place is because we've just passed over 1 hour on the combine. So to return it now, we would lose out on that much more. So if we can get a few bob in, it's about, I think, 95,000, that would be a fantastic contract. £9,500 for this contract, including the crop sold. So that's alright, not a terrible thing. We are nearly 50% full in this combine, and it is a massive combine. The header even bigger still. It's much too big for this combine. It's not the right size for it, but it does work. So since we are that close, actually what I'm going to do is I'll stick this on a helper. I'll go back to, that's nearly full again. Once that's full, we can continue doing it, add it into a time lapse or something, but I'm not too fussed. I'd like to focus on this wheat harvest because we can, actually what I'll do is when the boxes are filled again, I will stop that for now until we move on to September, because we can harvest vegetables and spuds in September, but wheat we cannot. So we will go over to the field and we'll see you there in a sec. Alright, that is pretty good timing. We've just arrived as the hopper is filled up. I won't be... Actually, what I will do is I'll just leave this here, and then we can take over for the helper. Here, we'll just hop through here, get rid of the helper. Thank you so much for your services, but they will no longer be required. This we'll keep an eye on. Once it's done, at least the helper doesn't just sit there, it actually does take off, which is lovely. So I'll get this fired up, ready to go in 1.5 and 1 second, and bingo. Right, let's crack on with the harvest. Alright, let's get this next load unloaded, or next hopper rather unloaded, and there we go. So, what the plan is here, I will take this, once it's empty of course, to the sell point, which I believe is right over there, so the farmer's market, fairly close. I mean, everything is really fairly close. We just have to go down here. There should be fairly easy to find. And then, so I know it won't be full, but at least this will be empty. Then I can set it on a helper, and I'm really hoping... Ooh, that'll be tight. No, we won't get it all in one more pass after this. It'll probably be a small sliver of a section that we have to finish with, but that's fine, because at least for this part we can stick it on a helper. And just want to make sure that they're getting the full... Beautiful. Right, I'll let the helper crack on with that. I'll head to the sell point, and we'll see you in a moment. And here we are. Brilliant. So, let's get this unloaded. As you can see with the notification there, we do have 80% full of the combine already, so we have to skedaddle back over there, get it emptied, and then it should all fit in one more go. We'll only have to come back here one more time, and they're full. So I'm going to go and stop the... just to not incur any more fees than we have to. Oh, there is a strip there. I knew it was going to miss some. I don't know. Oh, that's silly. Well, anyways, whatever, we'll be fine. We'll go back over to... I will shut the engine off just in case, but we'll go back to the truck here, and we'll see you back in the field. Alright, we're back at the harvest once again, and I am really hoping that we can get that last bit in one, but it just doesn't seem likely. Let's try, though. What I think I will do, though, is I will leave the rest of this harvest to be done off camera, just because, yeah, we did a nice big time lapse, and yeah, there wasn't a chance, was there? Wasn't a chance, but at least we are now getting the final bit of this contract done. We'll get a bit of cash in, we'll get even more cash in when we sell the harvester header, and of course we won't have to pay any more fees on the harvester itself when we return the lease. So that is a good thing in its own right as well. So we'll crack on with this off camera, see you when it's done. Alright, we're just making our way over here to the shop to sell our header. And we can barely get it in here, so hopefully it's close enough. Oh, didn't go down all the way. There we go. Just jump across the top. And should be all good to go. So first thing we'll do is, as you can see, 1.6 hours. So we did add a bit more onto it, but we will return it. It is empty. I should double check that it's empty. Yes, of course it's empty. Just would hate to return it with grain in. Return, and let's get this repaired and repainted as well, and let's get it sold. We didn't lose that much on it, to be honest, but now I'm at a more comfortable amount with 78,000, and we'll head over to the Kamaz ready to unload the rest of the wheat. So we'll sell the remainder automatically, which is very cool. The price of wheat is not very good right now, so it's not the best price possible, but we really don't need wheat. If we didn't have any wheat for the chickens, then it would be a different story, but there we go. So we did get an... ah, there you go, about 5,000 extra pounds, which is really nice. See, I knew it'd be more, but now we have to accept, or rather collect, and we have done, so very nice indeed. 5 plus we got about 11,500 pounds. Really, really nice. Very pleased about that, and now we don't have to worry about any more fees as far as leasing out that John Deere harvester. And like I say, all the productions that we're really focusing on, we have all the kit we need. We don't need a harvester. If we do need to do more canola or sunflowers or anything like that in the future, then we will simply just lease it. Not lease to own, but just lease it out for the harvest, and that's it. Right, well, we are all done now, finally, with August, so we will be able to move on to September. We'll crack on with the potato harvest and the vegetables as well. See you in September. Good morning and welcome to a beautiful September morning. Right, we are cracking on with the harvests. We do have many things to harvest. We've got potatoes underway. The helper is cracking on with that. Same with the vegetable harvest. The helper is cracking on with that. And we are here delivering our parsnips to our preserved food factory. And we will get those in. Oh, hello. There we go. Let's have a look at our productions very quickly before we move on. Yes, I I don't remember exactly how many carrots we had because we did start the production, so it's possible that we might run out of one before the other, but we still do have preserved food, parsnip to go, and then beetroot we'll have as well. All of our soup is done, but we are storing some soup there, and this is underway as well. And that is still underway. Everything is fantastically underway. Now, where do these pallets come out? We must not have any ready yet if they're not showing. But I won't worry about that just yet. Might be on the far side. Anyways, we will head back to the farm. We'll drop this off, and then we'll take the grain lorry over to the spuds and get them loaded up as well. As you can see, though, before we do crack on, there is rain in the... Oh, somebody is blocked. What could you possibly be blocked by? Right, I wonder who is Helper A. Let's have a look at the map here. I don't think you are blocked, mate. I think you're on your way. Right, okay. Looks like... Oh, I wonder if the other harvester has finished their job. Right, okay, this is here. We can park this up. Let's have a quick look at the harvester there. Oh, 93%. Right, we best head down there right now and get it unloaded. So we'll do that, and we'll see you there in a moment. And we are unloading. Fantastic. So, we are getting all of our potatoes put in here. Let's just see how many are in the factory as of now. So 106,000 litres is really good. I still don't know how many we're actually going to get from all this field. Because if we look from this angle, you can see, well, it's a big chunk of it's gone actually. So it might be another 100,000 at least. Who knows? Right, I think what I'll do now is I will take over the harvesting myself. Right, have a look in the sale. That is very nice. Oh, 5 hours only. Had we not just bought the John Deere, then I would have considered that absolutely. Okay, the leasing cost, that's for this. That's the vehicle leasing cost for this, but that money will come back tenfold with the potato chips, so I'm not too concerned on it. I am noticing, though, that since I did drill it the opposite way I'm going, I planted it in going the other way, you can see the rows. I noticed that I'm missing a bit here and there. There's a few bits here, so I will have a very quick look at that before we move on from the field, and just to ensure that that is what I'm supposed to be seeing, is that there, because even there it looks like... Here, let's do a quick test before we go break off into a time lapse. Just want to see, if I go this way, are there spuds there? Doesn't look like it. Right, okay. Well, that's fine then. That's a good thing, actually. That is a very good thing. That means that we haven't missed any bits at all. So what I think I'll do is I'll give myself another bit of a headland here. I'll go down that way, and then I can sort of, I guess, come back that way. Or you know what? I might go this way and then narrow it down that way, yeah. Either way, we will break it off into a time lapse. I should really check on this helper. I knew it. So I'm gonna... First thing I'll do is get rid of the boxes, and then we can start the time lapse. Find this tractor. Should be any moment now. I'd like to get them off of, or out of the way before we crack on. But then I can get a nice time lapse in. I didn't even get an opportunity to time lapse any of these harvests because of just how much you actually have to sort of babysit the veg harvester. But as I said, this might be the last time that we do veg harvesting, especially in this capacity, because it is quite labor intensive. And just requires a lot of focus on it. The nice thing is, though, we won't be able to do any more preserved food, because the preserved food is only these crops, whereas the potatoes can be used for soup. So that might be something we still do, is potato soup, but I think this might be our last time harvesting vegetables. The carrots, parsnip, and the red beet. But we shall see, fret not, time will tell. Alright, well that was some fairly good timing. So the the potato harvester actually filled up and I stopped it, as you could see in the time lapse there. And then I went to find this, and as I did, the boxes had filled up as well. So that is quite something for timing. So I think it's pretty much going to be a lot of this until the harvest is... Oh my, come on. There we go. Until the harvest is complete. Which is, I'll be honest, it is a bit, I can imagine from a viewing standpoint, it's not the most exciting thing to see the same harvest over and over, which is going to be a bit frustrating when we do all of these as potatoes, but at the same time, it should be alright. Now, I will get this started once again, because we are nearly there. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. We are basically going to have one box that is... Oh, no, we don't want that. I see what was happening there. We don't want parsnips and red beet at the same time. We just want the red beet. Sorry, the parsnip. And then we'll do the red beet. So that is fine. Okay, no, you need to do what I'm saying, please. I think it's just very confused. I might have to do this myself, I guess. It's alright, it's one row, so we'll just get it done. I'm also seeing that we are nearly out of petrol, for diesel rather, for the Fiat here, so we'll have to go and sort that out. I will probably... Oh, got some red beet in. Yeah, this is very difficult to do. I wouldn't be able to do this myself. One row at a time, I'd absolutely lose it if I had to do it one row at a time myself. And there we go. So, we should be able to... Well, I don't know. Maybe this won't work. Let's give it a try anyways. I'm going to try and set the helper off. Hopefully it can put this into another box, is the hope. Yes. Let's see. Can you just put it into another box, please? No, it's confused. I've confused it. Okay. Ah, yes, I know exactly what to do. So I do need to rearrange these. So I just want to take the last one. And I can actually... So I'm going to be a bit cheeky here with this. But basically is we can have them loaded as well. Load boxes, which puts it to the other side. So again, a bit cheeky here, but, well, these are empty boxes. I should be able to just drag them over. Oh, hello. Fly with them. There we go. Brilliant. And close that. Brilliant. And final one. Brilliant. And then this, I'm going to just probably put it on top of this load. I'll come by, pick it up. So I should be able to put that back and then buy another box. Brilliant. So now, when the harvester goes, it'll just get red beet. Beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay, so that's all done here as well. Oh, is that full? It's very full. There's just so much on. I do need to clear these pallets out the way, though, so I'm going to try and do that before the tractor gets there. I do need to put fuel. So we've got a few things to tend to, so I will tend to these few things before we crack on, and then we can indeed crack on. But let's just get these dealt with. brilliant. Okay, we'll let the Fiat crack on with it. Thank you. Look at that lovely red beet in there. Fantastic. Okay, I'll get this box. I'll sort out the potato harvester again. We'll see you in a moment. Alright, here we are with another 40,000 litres of potatoes going in to the factory. And this is something I should have done before, was actually have a helper drive this over here, saving so much time as far as actually the faff of getting down here. And the helpers actually work quite well. So I think I'm going to try and get the helper to go back as well to the farm, and we can keep on with it. The thing is, I really don't want to put any more of this into a time lapse, because it really is the same sort of thing over and over, and I don't really want to do that. But oh, and there we go. So that should, target's unreachable. Okay, that is not a problem. Let's go. Let's see if we can go to the road and then do it. I know it's not that far to drive, it really isn't. But if we can, then that would be very, very cool. Can it go, even if it goes like that? Ah, wicked. Beautiful. Alright, so that's on the way. This is underway. Oh, right, we do need petrol. Now, should I go to... Where is the petrol shop in it? Is it close? Oh, right, down there. It's not very close, but you know what I'm going to do in the meantime is, just to keep things flowing, I am going to put the... Oh, what's going on here? Hello? Why have you stopped? That's very strange. Kate, let's go back up to the top. I don't know why that did. Very strange indeed. Okay, we'll go back up to the top here. And Kate, the John Deere has arrived. So I might just swap over the John Deere and the Fiat for the time being, just so that we can go and fuel up the Fiat. I think that might be really good. Right, get this up here. Get spun round. Oh, didn't mean to hit helper again. Disconnect. There we are. Oh, nearly full anyways. But yeah, let's get the John Deere. Oh, get out the way. Get out the way, John Deere. Seems like a fairly good tractor for this job as well, but just with the speed alone, it's worth the carting speed for the John Deere, so that's really good. Hopefully it can manage doing the job. It's going to fill up anyways, that's fine. Is it going to figure it out? Yeah, it'll figure it out. Beautiful. Okay, let's go to... Oh, here comes the rain. I think we can still... I know we can harvest potatoes in the rain. I don't know if we can harvest vegetables, but why wouldn't we be able to? I think we can. Anyways, we'll see you at the petrol station. Alright, here we are, and the timing is pretty good, so we will... Oh, we should probably shut the engine off when we refuel. Yes, we need to turn the engine on. Reverse a little bit. So £206 for fuel, which is fairly inexpensive for a large tractor. Well, it is technically a small tractor in it, or a medium tractor, one of the two. Right, there we go. Get another batch of boxes, and yeah, it's weird. If is it doing two? Does that? I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that's taking twice as much, or if it's deleting one. If anyone has insight into that for the future, that would be great, but I'm going to just be a bit cheeky and go for the two anyways. Yeah, that's fine. Right, here we are. Oh, nearly full again. See, do you see what I mean? There's just so much going on. I'm going to try and see if I can get this to go here. It should be fine, but we shall see. Nice. Right, I'll go and collect some more potatoes. Alright, we just made it, I think, before it was going to stop from being too full. Oh, now I'm out of the trigger. Here we go. There we go. We are going to have so many spuds by the end of this. It is mental. But that's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted. So, we shall have to see what happens next. Oh, completed their task. Good. I was expecting somebody to be blocked or something like... You done, mate? You just... Okay, alright. Just hang on. Blimey. No patience with these helpers, is there? Blimey. Right, let's see how everyone's getting on. You're not even harvesting anything, mates. But you are. What? Ah, I see what's happened. So, you only do one row at a time, but it's taken both. That's very... Okay. Yeah, I see what's happened. Okay, well, we'll try and stick on the one, especially if it's still going to be doing that. We might as well load those boxes up as well, and with the Fiat, and then we'll swap it back over to the John Deere, to the trailer, and the Fiat 2, the harvester. But yes, it is essentially going to be this same sort of thing, back and forth, again and again. So I'm going to do a fair chunk of it off camera, just so that we can have a bit of progression as well. Because I would like to get the fields fixed as far as fertilization and such, because as you can see with the... Well, actually all of our fields here, the canola on the right and the canola on the left, it's just a big mess, so yeah. Right, I think I'll wait till it's going back the other way. So actually what I'll do then in the meantime is find... Oh, I had it there. Use the Z tool. We haven't used it all that much. I suppose we could put this on the harvester, but nah, it's fine. We will get our Amazon spreader and we'll put it to the smallest thing and just try it out, see what happens. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I did it to myself is what happened. Oop. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So basically everywhere that there's darker colour is where it's not fertilized, as you can see, which, yeah, does make it a bit frustrating. But let's see how big of a width this is. Maybe it's perfect. Blimey, that is massive still. Well, it's going slow, and at least it is going. We are getting it... Ah, right. Oh my goodness. I think I've made a mistake doing it this way. You know what, though? No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm going to go... Yeah, I should have done it the first day. I should have done it on the day. That was absolutely my mistake. So, these fields will be partially fertilized. I am going to just go down as if I normally would, like this, and we'll get it taken care of. Yeah, we'll do that instead. That is frustrating, but it is what it is. It's absolutely my fault. 100%. 100% my fault. Am I not getting the whole thing? There we go. So I just want to show you the map here. I'm still going over more than I need, but that's fine. They're still going to look funny, but at least it is the majority will be fully fertilized. That is a touch. I suppose no, we can still go back. Yeah, that's fine. We can still go back in that, so that's not a big problem actually. Right, okay. I will actually conclude the spreading here that I'm doing in a time lapse. Alright, well, that was a bit more to the time-lapse than I was expecting. But yes, of course, I'd need to unload boxes, and the harvester with the potatoes is nearly full as well, so we'll have to tend to that. And yeah, here we are at the shop. Is that seed? Ah, that's seed and herbicide. Okay, we need fertilizer, so I will get a couple bags and bring them down to the... anything new in the sale? No. Bring them down to the spreader. There we go. 2 bags of fertilizer shall be delivered. Alright, little truck to the rescue. The reason I only got the... here, we'll just set that on helper. The only reason I got 2 bags is so that we could... so that the front end of the Zito doesn't tip up, basically. Right, this is ready for emptying. And I don't know what is blocked. Something was blocked, it was saying. I don't know. Now this should give us nearly a full... Oop. Oh, the brakes are not the best on this, but it's alright. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. And... oh, right. Blimey. Silly bugger. I always forget, though, that you can actually drive through the through this crop, so it is nice to know. This is almost done. The spuds, realistically, are almost done. I can stop this helper, and we can do this ourselves, because it won't be the full width. If anything, it might be 36 meters. But before I do that, I want to ensure that the... oh, he's back underway. Never mind. So, I'll get this done. At 36, I think that should be fine. Oh. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, I'll get this done very quickly, and then at least we're on our way as far as having these fields prepared. Now, if I am going to be absolute mentalist and do potatoes, then I have to get these fields cultivated. Now, I will be honest, I feel a bit silly buying that drill. I bought it used, I bought it on sale, it was a good deal and all. I haven't bloody used it one time. Ah, I've just thought of something. Could we use it before selling it for a contract? We did that with the... no sowing contracts at all. I guess it isn't the season, is it? It's not the right time for sowing contracts, I guess that's why. But I mean, but it is, isn't it? We can do wheat and all that. Right, what I'll do is, because we've got another day of... but no, all those crops will be in already. That's frustrating. Okay, well, there's no point selling it just yet, especially since... oh, it was such a good deal as well. Well, maybe what we can do is we can do some of our crops as a bit of a cash crop, with soybeans or something, and not do all of these as spuds. But nevertheless, I do think we have to upgrade our cultivator. Now, I know we have a disc harrow at the moment, but I just don't know. I just don't know what the best... those still look very funny. Actually, you know what? We might as well keep at this. So that's done. Yeah, go on then. Well, no, I'll wait till the harvest is done here, but I can do this other little one while I get it sorted. So that's what I'll probably do off camera, is get this sorted. Actually, I wonder... maybe I should combine... I'm thinking of fields here and what we can do with them. Now, these two I can easily combine, but it's not a big problem if they're not. I might go through, though, and just complete that. It would have been really cool to do all of these as one big harvest, but that, with potatoes, that is absolutely mental. There's no bloody way to be able to do that. But what I would like to do is have a look at disc harrows. Actually, we'll do that right now. So we have this one, and it's great. We can actually use a shallow cultivator for the fields, which we might end up doing. 4.5 meters is fine, but we need bigger than that, especially if we're doing potatoes for everything. So the one we have is that. Oh, we do have a premium expansion option. 330 horsepower. Oh, that's cool. Can put in grass as well. 8.2. Oh, that one's much bigger. Maybe this would be a really good option to use it for the... because it is new. 10 meters. 10.5. I think this would be the one that we do. But the thing is, we'd be out of money immediately. Unless we sell the drill. I don't want to if we don't have to. The other thing that I'd want to do is upgrade the planter, but we already have the biggest potato planter that we can get. Unless we get 2. But that is a stretch, I think. Right, let me have a look at how everyone's getting on. Okay, I've got a few things that I can do off camera, so I'll get this field fertilized. And I will get the... well, I'll start with this actually. I'm going to get the potatoes emptied out into the production, and I'll keep an eye on the veg harvest. And I think we can get the rest of this done off camera so that we can actually crack on. Alright, we are all done the vegetable and potato harvest. So we'll stick those right there. I did notice something, and I'm very disappointed about it, is that for probably 3 or so passes, maybe 3 or 4 actually, very disappointing, the harvester wasn't actually collecting the beets. It was simply harvesting and they were disappearing. So, to say the very least, I'm very disappointed about that. Which means we've lost out on nearly... well, here we can actually check roughly. We've lost out on probably 15,000-ish litres of red beet, which is disappointing to say the least. Yes, very much so. Very disappointing. Right, so I have also... while I was doing all that, getting all the potatoes sorted and the vegetables sorted and everything, I actually had a bit of a thought about how to progress with the series. Now, I know what I was saying about doing a massive potato harvest and all this and that and getting loads of potato chips made and whatnot, but I have decided to switch my tune a bit on that. I'm still going to do potato harvest, and it will probably be the last harvest of the series, because this was never meant to be a really long series. This was always meant to sort of explore the new things and get a bit of a taste for things as well. So there's one thing that we haven't made yet, which is potato soup. So what my plan is, so we'll get these in. That's been really great. I did like that harvester, and I liked that we were able to sell the boxes upon bringing it to a production. It's very cool. Very pleased about that, at least. Yeah, it should have been about the same. Yeah, that's really frustrating, the fact that we've lost that much. So anyways, we're going to call it a loss. It is what it is. These are going, I don't know where they're going, but I imagine they'll probably spawn right about here. Right. Nearly made it. There we go. So we ended up with another 31,000 litres. And that's all the misbits now collected. So I'm going to put the remainder of this potato harvest into here. What that means is that we are going to take as many of the canola oil pallets as need be and bring them here as well, but not all of them. Now, I do need to do a bit of quick maths on this. So, once we have the total amount, then we can sort it out. I'll bust out the calculator and get it sorted. So, I'll find out exactly how many pallets of canola oil we need to bring. The rest we will sell. So, we are at 206,690. So 690-ish. So, to figure it out, we need to, so 100 divided by 5 is 20, so we take that number divided by 20, which leaves us 10,334, which is how many liters of sunflowers we need to make it match up. But we already have 2,353, which means we need 7,981 liters left. So essentially 8 pallets. Because if I'm not mistaken, each pallet is 1,000 liters. It is perfect. So we need 8 pallets brought over to the factory, and then this factory will be all ready to go, and we just have to wait for the potato chips to produce, and then we will sell them as they do. The preserved food is fully done as well. No more vegetables will be going into this production, just as no more potatoes will be going into this production. Only canola oil. Oh, right, hang on a minute. Bummer. It's going to be a bit different, but that's fine. That's fine. It's still the same amount. So we'll bring 8 pallets of canola oil, and it should level out just fine. As for soup, we will be making potato soup eventually here. We will do a final potato harvest, especially since we don't have another another harvester. Well, we've sold it, and I will sell the other one as well, the vegetable one, because we're not going to use it anymore. The only other thing we need to do is maybe make some more pianos, but it's really not a big thing, even though we have a miniature forest growing specifically for it, and they are coming quite well. But oh, you know what, that's nearly that. I might even start chopping these down now, to be honest. I might thin them out. I know they'll grow even more, but that's pretty good. 15 meters. That's a lot of planks. And honestly, it just looks really good. It looks really, really good having this little forest here anyways. So whether we use it for pianos or just to look beautiful, either way, it is a success. This is not. Very upset about this. Only because I haven't used it. I bought it out of impulse thinking we'd use it for canola, and then I thought, oh, maybe I'll do grass, and then I was like, no, I don't really want to do silage or sheep or anything like that either. A comment even said, no, don't do it, and I completely agree. I'd like it to be more natural part, not something we have to do because we need something to do. Do you know? Does that make sense? Anyways, I have decided this. I am going to keep this field. I'm going to keep that field. I'm going to keep that field as well, and I'm going to combine them into one. So basically what that means is, hang on, here we go. So I'm going to combine 51, 52, 53, 54, and potentially 50 once it's harvested. I don't think that, I mean, we'll see what happens. It might be a last minute thing that 50 gets added in, but I think what I might do is turn this whole block here into a massive potato field, which I know, I'm not too worried about selling 86 and 87. I know I've just bought them and I've harvested them once, but I did put a nice coat of fertilizer for the next owner. So I know I might get a comment about, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Well, it will probably be done. I probably won't do it until the next episode, because this one is pretty much done. We've done all the harvesting is finally done, and yeah, so we do have these two here, so we'll get a bit of money back from that. I would like to buy this one just to complete the, I guess, this little block of fields, and then which means I'll also be selling field 91 as well. At least I've harvested it once. That is the priority there. Right, so we do need to fertilize this one time. We do need to go back in between these little bits, and we need to fertilize that again. So I'm almost certain that is the plan. Any feedback I do appreciate, whether it's in favor or not. Please let me know. I am curious to hear your thoughts, but that is more than likely the way things are going to go. So 91, 86, and 87 will be sold, and we will hopefully buy 50 once the cotton has been harvested. And we might get lucky, they might put potatoes in, we shall see. So I probably won't buy it until I know for certain. If a crop goes in, I can always just disc harrow it, and we might get a state of fertilizer from doing that. So we shall see about that. But that is pretty much the plan for the future of the series, which again means that the series is probably going to be a bit of a miniature series, most likely ending on episode 25-ish, possibly. Yeah, we shall see. So we are still keeping the potato harvester. Get it all folded up here. I'll just tuck it off to the side, because if I am going to sell this field, then it would be good to have it tucked away and not in their field. In fact, I'll just put it right here. I know I did all this work to make it nice and awkward, but it can be awkward for the next person that has it. We'll go to these fields here. As I said, I did get them fertilized. That's fine. It's the small price to pay to be moving on from them. We can leave that there. That's fine. Leave that there. Leave that there. This will be using to bring canola oil over to the factory, but I don't think there's a massive rush for it. No, there's loads there. And that can stay there. And we might as well sell this on now, just because we don't want to incur any more, or loss of fee, essentially. I'm a bit disappointed that I lost so much of my beetroot there, my red beet harvest. That's very disappointing, but it is what it is, and I'm very pleased that I got an opportunity to try this harvester as well. I have to admit, though, vegetable harvesting is not my favorite job. It's up there with weeding as one of my least favorite, but I like that the kit is different. That's my main point as to why I like it. If this was 2-row, for example, I think it would be such a game changer. If this was a 2-row harvester and it wasn't just the one, and you could have maybe like 8 boxes. I know that's a bit mental. Maybe that's just not realistic, but anyways, let's get it sold for a fair amount as well. We might as well repaint it. Yeah, that's alright. Get a nice bit of money in from that. And there we go. And we will get some more money from these fields as well, which, as I say, we don't have to sell them just yet. I will get a bit more feedback on it. I can't see adding. It's too much. If I was to do all of those with potatoes, that would be absolutely mental. So yeah, that pretty much leaves us off for this episode, to be honest. We might as well go in view of our potato chips, because look how many we've got. Fantastic. OTAT. Looks like OTAT from certain angles. Anyways, really nice that we've got this. I have enjoyed this series, and I'm not saying it's done right now, but the reason I want to kind of move on from it is because there are so many other series, and I say this at the end of each series, is that there's so many other series that need, maps rather, that need to be explored. The next series that I was going to do, the one that basically takes the money from Castelnau and puts it into the next series, is the one that's waiting to be started when this one finishes. Now that Court Farm is done, it opens up a bit more time, but my plan is to have 4 different episodes, well, 4 episodes a week with 3 different series moving forward, at least for now. The reason is the 6 episodes a week as it stands is very hectic, and I want to ensure that I'm getting top quality, content out for you to enjoy. And to do that, I think I will start the new year here with, well, I've started it with nearly 7 episodes in the first week, but moving forward, I really want to focus in. And if anything, I might do 5 episodes and have my main series, the one that will take over from the money from Castelnau. I don't want to say what it is yet, what map it is. I have the map sorted, and I'm almost certain I know exactly how I want to start. It's very different from anything I've ever started or done in Farming Simulator, so it is very exciting to say the least, but I would like to do that series 3 days a week. So maybe there will be 5 episodes a week, so we'll have that 3 throughout the week, and then Saturday will remain constant as Vintage Farming, and then Sunday I have a new series planned, which probably won't start this Sunday, because the release of this episode should be Friday, and then tomorrow will be vintage farming, and then the Sunday may remain empty this week, but next week for certain a new series will be starting on the Sunday. And again, I will keep that one a secret as well, because I'm very, very excited about it. Anyways, I've rambled on far too much, as I tend to do, but I want to thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. A cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.